Hey, it's Jade, and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
Hey, it's Gracie from the Music Enthusiast blog, and today I'm here with Jade. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. All right, let's get into the questions.
Yeah.
So, what made you want to get into music?
To be honest, it was never like there was never like a definitive moment. I think like as soon as I hopped out of the womb, I was like, music is the one thing. Like I remember my mom, like whenever I was crying as a baby, she would have to put music on and then I would stop crying. And like I would be singing along with Barney when I was like 3. And then I would like make up songs on the fly when I was like, I don't know, 7. You know how kids do that?
Yeah.
So I was doing that. And then as soon as I was like 9 and had, cohesive thoughts, I just like I always knew that it was gonna be music. So yeah.
Do you have a favorite musical memory?
A couple years ago I played this show in my hometown and it was like the craziest experience ever. I would say like the meet and greet experience afterwards where I got to meet everyone that was there was just like the coolest thing I've ever experienced in my whole life. It was so just like crazy. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah. Do you miss touring?
Well, I've never been on tour, but I miss like playing shows in general, especially because like that was I want to say that was like my last big show that I was able to do. And like to have that and be like, oh my God, I can't wait to do that again. And then to not be able to do it for like who knows how long now. Yeah, I miss that whole feeling.
What has it been like for you starting out in such a competitive industry?
I like not to think about it, to be honest. It's scary, but at the same time, like it's not the more you like think about it less as competition and more just like all of your friends are also doing the same thing as you, it's like not as stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just like becoming friends with everyone and then it's like not as scary.
hmm how do you find inspirations for your songs?
Um, it's kind of like I feel like any good song that I'm able to write usually comes from like a subconscious feeling that I'm having. So if I'm going through something and like I am trying to like push it down, like I'm trying to just like not think about it, I feel like it usually comes out in a song. So
Yeah.
it's typically just like life experiences, I would say, that like inspire the songs.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
by the time this comes out, your first single of the year will be out
I know.
with F This. How are you feeling about that?
I am so nervous only because I've never done a song like this. This song carries a lot of firsts for me. This is like my first upbeat song. It's very like I wouldn't say it's very upbeat, but it's a more upbeat than anything I've done. It's like we did a video for the song too. I guess that I'm dropping that now, but we did a video and like it was my first like massive music video. And I remember as soon as we wrapped, I was like crying because I was like, there's no way this is my life. Like what? So it's exciting. It's a little nerve-wracking. I'm trying to just like take the nerves and turn them into excitement. So yeah.
How'd you decide that it was going to be your first single? Was there a process to choosing?
Well, last year after I released Sad, I actually signed a deal with The Orchard as my distributor. And basically, they were just like, this is one of our favorites that you haven't released yet. And I was like, all right, cool. And it was like upbeat and fun. And it was like the most, I guess, finished song at that point that I was like, that's going to be the single. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your first song came out about 2 years ago now. Have you seen a difference in your music or any changes since then?
Quite a few. I think my first like set of songs was really just like me. I don't know. I was an infant. I was literally a child and I was just like writing because I knew that I wanted to do it and I knew that this stuff was really cool, but I wouldn't say that it had a lot of like substantial value like in my heart. Like that sounds weird, but you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like it was about something that was really close to me. So it was kind of just like this weird realization that the music kind of had to follow through my life. So I would say just like more recently, the music has just like gotten more true to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you have any future projects that you could talk about or hint at?
Well, this is coming out on the 5th, right? Or like after that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So by then you will all know that I have an EP coming out on April 16th.
Hmm.
Yeah. So F This is the last single from the project. The project has it started, I guess, last year around this time. But yeah, I have an EP coming out on April 16th.
How long have you been working on it for? Like, did a lot go into it?
Yeah, I would say so. So Electricity and Sad AF are on the project as well. And I would say I wrote those songs as well as there's another song that's on the project. I don't know if I want to spill the name, so I'm not going to do
You
that.
don't have to.
Um, but yeah, so I would say it started like 2 years ago, and I didn't know that I was like gonna have a project
Mhm.
because I was kind of just like waiting for the right time to do it. So now's the right time to do it, and it started 2 years ago without even trying to.
Have you thought about a debut album in the future?
Of course, I want to do an album eventually. It's just, timing and it's a lot of work. And I think that the momentum has to be there to be able to justify it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, for sure in the future, I mean, like I'm doing music for the rest of my life. We already knew that. So, so yeah, it'll definitely happen.
Yeah. Um, this is more of a fun question for you, but if you could pick three words to describe yourself and then your music, what do you think they would be?
Like collectively, like 3 words for both
You can
myself.
do six or three.
Okay, cool. Um, oh goodness. Uh, I
I
would
know,
say,
putting
yeah,
you on the spot.
it's like 3 words. Um, Sad, says with a smile. Um, oh, I don't know. That's hard. I would say sad is one of them for sure. Um, Bubbly, maybe. And I don't know the other one.
I mean, you can do two. It works.
We'll do two.
Yeah. Um, do you have an ideal collaboration for your future?
Oh, there's so many. Like there's so many artists that I want to work with. Um, I mean, one of my like biggest influences is Ariana Grande, so that would be really cool to write a song with her. Um and then like I don't know, Harry Styles, everyone wants to work with Harry Styles, you know? Like even if you're not a musician, you're like, yeah, I'd work with Harry Styles.
That's true.
You know.
Um, speaking of music, do you have a favorite song at the moment?
Right now, okay, I have two.
Okay.
Right now it's so Alexander 23 just put out an EP
Yes.
and I love Come Here and Leave Me Alone. Oh my God, I listened to that song and I was like, are you kidding? It's just so good. And then Main Thing by Ariana Grande.
Our
I-
blog is mostly about like up and coming artists. Do you have anybody that you have your eye on or that you would recommend to others?
Um, Let me look. I know there's people. Oh, my friends, 19 and You, that band. Get on it. They're so good. I don't know if you guys have covered 19 and You, but you should really check out their stuff. It's so good. My friend Noah is in that band and it's just like so good.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you, but thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me and asking me. It means a lot.
Yeah, of course.